Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dan Andersson saying welcome to the Global Associate Meeting and webinar that we do here now. Today is the last day of July, and normally I do this call in the UK office, or maybe sometimes never really from my home anymore, but out traveling on the road from Dubai or from different places. I've done this meeting. Not long ago it was in Morocco. And tonight, this morning, this afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in, I'm actually doing this from a hotel in Guangzhou because we have started the 888 tour of China. So I am in the middle of the Republic of China and having just met some of our leaders in the local area, had a wonderful dinner with them. Shared some ideas about the business and where we're going and some of our vision, and kind of just had some corporate leadership together with some field leadership, and it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, we have a very short and sharp webinar this evening, just to keep it short and sweet. But I see that we have people from all over the world as per normal. So we have Hungary and Greece, and I see Trinidad there, and I see the Philippines, and I see Pakistan and Sweden and France, I'm thinking, and Egypt and Turkey. And the business is really at the moment, and forgive me if I missed your country, I just scanned through it very, very quickly, but we really are moving forward everywhere at the moment, and it's really, really nice to see. Tomorrow we're going to do a seminar with some 800 people here in Guangzhou, the first out of 8, and the leaders apparently couldn't really believe that I was here supporting them, but that's kind of what we have to do. And if I look at my role as CEO of this crazy business of ours, I'm kind of everyone's upline, and I kind of have to look after everyone equally. So it's just nice to be in China, and I'm very, very pleased to be here. Now, in the context of this call this evening, we're going to be just going through sort of the normal sort of stuff. And as we go through these next 8 days here, doing 8 events in 8 cities over 8 days, there'll be some things rolling out into the business on different announcements, different communications coming through that you'll be very, very pleased about. But on tonight's GAM, let's just look at the first order of the agenda, which is the President's Month. Now, this is running till the 2nd of August, so that means that today is Monday. That gives us Tuesday, and that gives us Wednesday when server time cuts off and this week is finished. That will be the end of the President's Month. Now, we knew that this would not be something that would set the world greatly on fire, but it has been very, very interesting. And I met 2 coordinators here, for instance, this evening. People not at the top of our plan, people not at the top of the rank awards, who had already qualified for Mauritius by breaking associates underneath them. So they've been in the business for less than 9 months, and one of them has actually only been in the business for 4 months. So if they can do it in one of the toughest markets of the world, well, then what is kind of your excuse? So this is running, and you still have 2 more days, and you might as well have the incentive as not have it. You have to recruit a new member, help them get an associate, and you receive a £500 bonus in your own ownership account, and the new member gets an extra 500 in ownership account too. And of course, if you have more than one, there's a couple of people who've done more than one on this incentive, and we'll share their success stories next week. But rise to the challenge. Now, there'll be no particular big incentives launched now. We're coming into August. We're doing the tour here in China, and I have a suspicion that the Asia Pacific market is really going to shine in the next 4 weeks. We'll come back in September and do some cool incentives that we have some ideas for. But for now, President's Month is what you have, and I would suggest that you use it. Now, we're going through the upgrade on Leo Coin, and that's going very, very well. The blockchain and all of the technology behind that has worked extremely well. We are now sort of seeing, still with the changes going through, and if you look at how Bitcoin reacted, dropping almost 30% of its value when they have their imminent fork coming up, and kind of the people get a little bit confused. They get a little bit like deer in headlight, and they kind of freeze when there's uncertainty. Going through the upgrade that we've done has been a very, very salutary experience, where we've been very, very proud of what we've achieved, because it's not been too much headaches and it's not been too much heartache. It's worked extremely well. And so now we have the new wallets out there, and now we have the privacy mode, and we have this new upgrade that takes Leo Coin up to a place where it really is kind of cool. And as part of that, there's been a recent publication where I wrote an article for Huffington Post talking about privacy in the digital age. And I think this is something that my heart beats faster for. Is there such a thing as privacy in a networked world, in a social community world, where we're all on different social media, where we have become data that marketeers buy and sell, and even if you're only if you opt out on different things, you still become part of metadata, and that means that if you do a search on a search engine today, tomorrow your Facebook page will start to present you things based on the choices that you did yesterday. And even if someone doesn't know individually who you are, the metadata kind of still feeds into turning you into a product and a commodity rather than an individual of integrity, if you like. I think privacy is one of the big things of our age. And do you have a right to privacy? Do you have a right to private communications? Well, you have the right to whisper in someone's ear if you want to. You have a right, and you've always had a right for 50,000 years of human history. We've had a right to do private transactions, and your business is between you and one other person, and that's kind of fine. So we are, if you like, with Leo Coin, restoring some of those rights to privilege, to privacy, and I think this is something important. This is something that I'm willing to fight for, and something that we should all be very, very proud of to be part of, because we should take a stand for the individual's right to not be a commodity, and that's kind of what I stand for, and that's what I believe in. So I'm very, very proud that we've managed to make a stab at this from the Leo Coin perspective. I'm also very proud to be in direct selling. And at smallbusiness.co.uk, there's an article where everything you ever wanted to know about direct selling dedicated to the people who are doing research on this, trying to understand what this industry is and what it isn't. Kind of addressing things of pyramids and Ponzi schemes, and what's the difference? Is this a get-rich opportunity? Do you have to be the first one in to earn money? And what about Leo? Can I make a long-term career without? And isn't it best suited to women? Don't you need to be good at sales? All of these misunderstandings that people have, these presuppositions that they hold to be true when they come into direct selling for the first time, or see it, or know of a friend who's been in it, or someone who's been trying to get in. So we look at the top 10 questions frequently asked about direct selling from the perspective of our experience of having joined this industry since in 1989, having been on the both corporate side and on the field side. I think that I have something that's worth sharing, that there's something of value that I can add into that communication. And as much as anything, if you have prospects that you are speaking to, direct them to this link, the smallbusiness.co.uk, and do your searches and find it, and share the link with people. So that's kind of what we're very, very proud of what we're doing, but it's also nice to see that people all over the world are equally proud of what they're doing with Leo. So in Bhavalpur in Pakistan on the 23rd of July, we had this fantastic seminar and a Discover Leo session to over 250 guests in the room. And organized by these dynamic leaders of ours over there. And what I love about Pakistan is the leadership quality that we have, and the people that we have in the field, and how they manage and run their business in a professional way in probably one of the toughest markets in the world, and still they build the business around duplication and leadership, and all credit to the leaders over there, from Liaquat Margray through to the new emerging star of Amir Balash and the other people. All credit to you for what you're doing over there. I'm very, 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 very pleased to see these seminar pictures all the time when they come through, because it's just obvious that you're doing a good job and that you know what you're doing. What is also nice is to see Rachel and her team in the Philippines running Discover Leo sessions. She's put hundreds of people through the room just over the last couple of days. And again, Philippines got its own problems and it's got its own issues, and still people are coming to find out more. Still Leo is relevant. Still Leo is noteworthy. And what Rachel shared with us via email just the other day was that we're getting a lot of people who've been to 2 or 3 deals since they rejected Leo for the first time. And she's asking people on Facebook and directly, so how many deals do you have to go to before you realize that you need to find a company like Leo that you can stay in and build a long-term business with, and not a get-rich-quick scheme, a flash in the pan, something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow, but a real business that is designed to be a long-term business. And I really appreciate her comments like that, and I really appreciate the efforts that you and all of your people are doing in the Philippines. Well done, you, Rachel. So there's a lot of people who are sharing very, very strongly about Leo out in the marketplaces. And we also do our charity stuff close to home. So our HR department, Karen, she organizes this Fun Dash Day on the 18th of June 2017. We did this, and I was actually there the previous year running with my kids and my wife. And so again, we're sponsoring some categories here. We're putting some money where our mouth is, and we're sort of helping underprivileged children and kids with health issues. So this 1 kilometer superhero dash was sponsored by Leo again this year, and as you can see, much fun was had by all. Now, we kind of take this social responsibility seriously, but we also want to spread the word. So we have started, as I mentioned to you at the beginning of this call, the 888 tour. We're doing 8 cities from the 1st of August through to the 8th of August, doing 8 live seminars, me and Andy Hansen. And this is a sellout event where we have more than 4,500 people who've purchased a ticket intending to attend one of these 8 venues. So that means that by the time I fly home, absolutely shattered, going from day by day by day, from one event and one city to the next city and the next event, with a few hours of sleep in the middle. Andy and I are certainly earning our keep, and it's the least that we should do, because the Chinese people, they're true believers. They quote back at me our 5 core presuppositions. They love the fact that we're a thoughtful business. They love the fact that we're not just a greedy money game like they've seen so many people do damage to their friends and families over here in China, the same as everywhere else in the world. But again, that we are a company with heart, that we're a company with philosophy, that we're a company with values. So this is something that's starting tomorrow. Is our first day on the program, and very, very excited by that. At the same time, Waka Suhail, our general manager of the Dubai region, on the 5th and 6th of August, is anchoring up a live seminar in Pakistan, one in Karachi, like I said, and one in Lahore, together with Kamran Kanguri, our Leo manager for operations in Pakistan, and also Rashid Alam, Pakistan DSA and Leo member. So this is kind of very, very cool that Rashid is with us as a member as well. This is something I'm looking forward to seeing the photos of, because this will be several thousand people going through the room, seeing what Leo is about in Pakistan, and organized by Wakas and the leadership team over there. So fantastic to see that. At the same time as that's going on, towards the end of August, Mihir Magudia is doing a Caribbean tour starting in Haiti, where, as the Global Director of External Relations, as well as our Leo Coin Foundation Executive Director, is going to be talking about both Leo Coin and about Leo in Haiti. He's doing an event just 2 days later in Martinique, and this is a Discover Leo meeting. And the 28th, I think, he's doing then Guadeloupe, where 27th, sorry, which is a live seminar on the future of cryptocurrencies, and none better to speak about this than Mihir Magudia, because he joined Leo really on the back of what we're doing with Leo Coin. He's fascinated by the space. He's very much into the disruptive business models of digital currencies, and loves to be kind of fighting the big boys, if you like, in terms of the incumbents of banking and currencies and federal banking reserves and goodness knows whatever. We have then digital currencies coming through as something, as a counterpoint to all of that, and he can speak with passion about this in a way that I can only aspire to. So that's happening in Guadeloupe. Then we have Paris, around the World Federation DSA meeting that I'm attending in Paris. I'm also on the 30th of September doing a meeting, a live seminar in Paris. We're trying to squeeze in a date as well in Germany, but that's to be confirmed. So reserve that date, and we'll give you the venue very, very shortly. We're struggling to get them in. And on the 22nd of October, I am going to Reunion. This is a small island of absolute stunning beauty in the middle of the Indian Ocean, kind of Madagascar turn right. And we have a very strong set of leaders down there that are building business. And I've met them in Dubai, and I've met them in Kuala Lumpur, and I've met them, I think, in Bali as well for the first time. So we have a very strong French-speaking group in Reunion, and I'm very pleased to be able to finally come and support them on that. So this will be open to everyone. Tickets will cost €10, so it will not be a big sort of live seminar ticket or anything like that. That's something that I'm very pleased to do, and just another place to go and share the message about Leo. So there's lots of stuff going on, and of course all of this is building into Mauritius, our 1 week in paradise that we've been talking about now for a few months. And I got to share with you that last week I actually took my family there to have an experience from the perspective of the wives and the children, what's in it for them when we go for the Leo Carnival. So they were gracious enough to give me a free trip there, so I was able to take my family. And my kids are 9 years old and 12 years old, and they are very privileged children, really. They've traveled with me everywhere. So they have been to all across America with me, and they've been to Florida then, and they've been to California, they've been to Las Vegas, they've been to Texas, they've been all across America. They've been to Hawaii, they've been to Greece, they've been to Spain, they've been to France, they've been everywhere in Europe, they've been to Dubai. And my little 9-year-old, when we came to the resort in Mauritius, we arrived there after a 12-hour flight, and the little fella, he's only 9, he was tired, and his eyes were on poppers, as we say in English. His mouth was wide open, and he said to me, "Dad, this is the most beautiful place I have ever been to." And he was so impressed. So if you can qualify for Mauritius, qualify for Mauritius. This will be one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences where we have the entire resort to ourselves. You'll be treated like kings and queens. You'll be treated like VIPs. You will have everything available to you free of charge, and you'll have 7 nights in paradise. And it really is, Mauritius is that place where it really is. I was there, and I was so impressed, and I've been all over the world, and I love Mauritius, and my wife and I were saying, God, if we can get to a situation where we can buy a property here. I was actually thinking, because of the French language skills and the English fluency that they have over there, we maybe should set up a call center in Mauritius just to help the local economy and have a business in Mauritius so that we have an excuse to go there. It is that special. Now we are just coming up for halfway to the full allocation of rooms. So 153 people remaining to qualify for this. That means for me that this will be qualified out in August. This will not last long, people. So if you want to go, make sure that you don't leave it to lastminute.com like everyone tends to do in direct selling. Get it done, because this will be absolutely extraordinary, and I will be so proud to host you there. Now there is a new video on this. Go on the website and check it out, because it's absolutely fantastic and tells the whole story. So people who are close to qualifying, totally, we have some over 320 people who are in the running, who are running this race, and 249 of them come from the Asia Pacific region. We have Dubai, we have Europe, we have North America also pushing hard to qualify. But with only 153 rooms remaining, that means that this will be a sellout event, and it will be done before the final deadline. So get a move on. If we've got people who've been in the business for 4 months who've already qualified for Mauritius that I met this evening, then just get on and do it. It's not about the qualification, it's not about the toughness of it, it's not about the numbers, it's about the decision. Have you decided to do it? Now, our 12-month value pack remains the same price as before. You have access to the entire portfolio for a 12-month period. You get 4 live seminar tickets, and instead of 1,500 Leo coins as an exclusive member bonus, you get 1,260. So this is very cool, and it's kind of in place there. Our sales are going on. We're quite pleased. The Leo Smart 3.0 app is still out there. People are downloading it, people are using it to sign people up, and we're working on the Leo Smart 4.0. We'll be sharing that with sharing some of the information around that with you shortly. But the main focus on the corporate development team, the main focus of our project managers and the people in marketing and finance and operations and IT, everyone working on this, is Leo Banking. Now, we are not many days away from coming to the stage where we're launching exactly what this is, that we can end your pain and get you understanding how powerful this is going to be. But it is coming together extraordinarily well. Even this evening, we were talking about the power of gold as a base to Leo Banking, and the idea that we can have a member-driven ownership association that is calling the shots, if you like, of a very successful commercial entity that then members can be shareholders in there, is just a very, very exciting opportunity to be able to do this on a global level. This will be the best work that we've done in Leo so far, and this will be something that changes potentially everything. Leo Banking changes everything because we're creating a new thing. So the last few days of the President's Month is there, 2 more days until Wednesday. The Mauritius event is becoming a sellout event very fast. It's getting smaller every day, so get ready, get there, do what you have to do to qualify. And look at all the events that are going on. I've shared them with you this evening. Get your events, your teams, your guests there to see what's going on. Get the Leo Smart and train that into your organization. Build, build, build. At the end of the day, the only thing that drives your business forward is if you expose it to more people. Do what you have to do to get this done, because it's happening all over the world. We have so many events happening through the Dubai region. We have so many things happening in Asia Pacific. We have so much happening in Europe. We have a brand new emerging market called Turkey, where we have a leadership group that is astonishingly good. We have the stuff that's going on in Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire, Africa, Egypt, all of our old markets and new markets coming together. We have everything in France. We have Guadeloupe. We have the Caribbean. We have South America hot spotting away and bubbling under the surface. We have North America. We have Canada. It's kind of happening everywhere, and it's just the summer season now. Once we get through the next few weeks, then it'll be very, very interesting to see what happens. We are strong. We're stronger than we've ever been before, and I'm just very, very, very proud to see what we are doing collectively as a corporate team, working together with a field team, what we are doing together with our leaders, what you people are doing to raise your hopes and expectations to the next level. Leo will do everything in its power to be that partner that you were always looking for. So this is Dan Andersson in Guangzhou saying thank you very much indeed for being on the call. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week. And I think I'll be somewhere, I can't even remember where, in 9 days, well, in 7 days time. So that means that I'll still be on the tour towards the end. So this is Dan Andersson in China saying over and out.